Hello everyone, Josh here with Analyze Games, bringing you my first impression video for Awaken Chaos Era. Now, before a lot of you ask, this game is in closed beta test right now, which means that the game is not in public release. There is no open beta, there is no soft launch, and I do not know when the global release will be. However, I do have the official, yes, the official Discord link in the description below for this game, so you guys can go ahead and pop in there and ask any questions you'd like to some of the staff and moderators that are available, when they're available, and some of the other fellow members that have been participating alongside myself in the closed beta test. Now, this game has serious potential. This game's been catching on, getting a lot of attention here lately, and I've been playing it for the past couple days. I want to thank Codations, another fellow YouTuber, a part of the community here, for kind of like really getting me onto this game, because it looked good, but I wasn't sure. But when I started playing it, I really started to enjoy it. This game reminds me heavily of games like Epic 7, of games like Summoner's War, and even has the visual concept that relates, kind of heavily to Raid, which... don't get it twisted. This game is not Raid Shadow Legends. The game visually looks like Raid. The whole Western style gacha. So please don't get that confused or take that out of context. The game plays more like Epic 7 and Summoner's War, but it looks like Raid. So I hope that makes sense. So hopefully you guys are, catching up here. And I'm not confusing anyone. So with all that said, let's go and explore this wonderful game that I feel has big things coming its way, as long as they do some of the fixes and changes that have been given as suggestions in the Discord, which, by the way, if you would like to give your own suggestions about the game, you can leave them in their official Discord. They actually have a suggestion section where people can vote on things that they feel like are a priority of, perhaps changing or fixing in some certain way. You can also report bugs if you are a part of the closed beta test. However, you cannot create a new account at this time. They've hit the maximum amount of closed beta testers, so I do apologize for that. Maybe they'll open up more slots later on, or we'll get a perhaps open beta or soft launch at some point in the future soon. I do not know. But what I do know is this game is awesome. So, in my 2 days playing this game, which is very odd because usually I don't play the game before I do the first impression. I like to go in with a raw reaction, but this game really caught my attention. I jumped right in. I, kind of dived deep into all the different content that I possibly could at this current stage. And I'm going to be doing a few summons for you guys in this video. I'm going to be going over the UI, a lot of different modes that are available, the PvP, the boss fights that are varying in modes, which are awesome. There's the story mode as well, the different difficulties of story, character progression and building, and all that other good stuff. So stick with me. Hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to tick notifications, subscribe, join us in the Discord in the description below. Follow me on Twitter at Analyze Games so you don't miss a thing. And go ahead and like today's video. Let's try to hit 50. It really helps the channel out a lot. So if you look here, we have the market, the covenants, the summon. We have the magic pass, the journey, and the guild. This is all within like the main lobby, the main pub, if you will, of the game. So let's go ahead and quickly talk about guild first. Let's just kind of go from left to right here with the content that's available on this actual page. So we have the guild here. You can join, when you join a guild, you'll be within a guild, and then guilds have like these guild bosses, which you will fight. You get, I believe, 2 attempts per day during the time that the boss is available. And they take your highest damage score and then they tally them up, and then it'll put you here on your leaderboards within your guild. Now, like I said, I've only been in this game for about a couple days, so obviously my damage is going to be too great. I think I did like 6,632 according to this. I'm ranked 5th in this guild. I just joined a random guild. I have no idea who these people are. But yeah, and then rewards you can earn here. You can you can earn gold, if I could speak. And then you can also earn guild tokens, which we'll talk about what you can do with guild tokens later on. So there's that. Very, very cool stuff. You also touch how many guild tokens you have at the top right, which I currently have 35 left right now. There's even a guild chat. It shows you the rewards that are various from the armor loot. You can see what's kind of going on with that. And then you also have your events, your store, and your settings. The settings, of course, are going to be mostly for the guild leader. It's just your basic general stuff when it comes to setting up your guilds. So for right now, there are guild bosses. Guild PvP, guild wars, and stuff like that. I don't think those are available yet. but I'm sure that they are probably thinking about implementing those at a later time. Those are things that are like kind of big undertakings, so they probably just haven't gotten to those things yet. They're not exactly necessary, but later on, as a nice content update, when the game's actually officially released, those will definitely be nice to have. So I'm sure they're going to be planning those for, like I said, way later down the road. So now we have Journey. Journey is a nice little way to kind of do like, progressive missions, if you will, that will earn you various different rewards. Right now, I'm currently on 21 out of 30 of stage 1, and then there's also a stage 2 and a stage 3, and they all give varying rewards. As you can see here, if we scroll down, or scroll over if you will, we can just get all these different various things. So it's nice to have, and you can even kind of look in advance and see what you need to do. The one thing I would like to be done about this, because I will start giving some feedback and suggestions in this review as well, is I would love if they actually had this be retroactive. Because I did notice in my first day that some things I already did, I'd have to go back and do it again, or I would have to purposely try to avoid doing it the first time until I got to it, so I'd only have to do it the one time. So I would definitely be happy if they can make these journey adventures retroactive. It'd be very, very helpful. And then they also have the Journey Challenge Quest, which you have your hero development, master the elements, season victor, which of course I haven't unlocked that yet, and then conquer dungeon. So you guys can see there's tons of content you can do, and these also give you varying rewards. So that's the journey. The Magic Pass. This is basically the battle pass of the game. They have a free mode and elite mode. The elite mode, I believe, costs $20 if you want to get the biggest one, or $10 for the smaller one. They give you various rewards, obviously. It's just your standard battle pass. It's a pretty decent battle pass for the free side as well, though. I know a lot of people get a little bit scared, like, oh my god, the free battle pass is probably just going to be utter trash compared to the paid one. But honestly, it's not that bad at all. So far, from what I'm seeing from the free one, it looks pretty good. You get a few summons, you get a lot of EXP energy, you get quite a bit of gold, you get some stamina, which is very nice to have because you want to go out there and farm for some gear and stuff like that, build up your units. You're going to need EXP so you can promote, etc. But we're going to cover all that in a moment as well. So, yeah, it's not too bad, to be honest. The free one, it's fine. It's fine. You get quite a few summons out of it, like I said, and other various rewards. And these are just the daily and weekly missions you can do to get the coin required to fill up your levels for your battle pass. And it's really nice. It's really nice. You'll also get these like little small achievements for the battle pass as well that give you other various rewards. So a lot of things you can do there with the battle pass. It's very nice. Now we have the Covenant. The Covenant is if you do these quests, you get to unlock the hero. It's pretty much that simple. You do all the quests that it requires, and you get the character. Right now, the characters available are Asrina. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Asrina or Asrina. Vance, and then, of course, Sierra, the Dark Shadow. So that's pretty standard, simple, easy to understand, I think. And then the market. The market's actually pretty decent as well. You have the general market, is what I like to call it, where they just, it's on a timer and things are updated every so often. Or you can use your premium currency to, refresh it early. I wouldn't recommend if you're free to play. And then we have this here, which also just is just another shop, except this one uses your premium currency only. It's very good to get these discounted summons. I know you can't see it because it's sold out, but it'd be that top left one, and it gives you your pumpkins as well for promotion. You can use various things for promotion, but those pumpkins are very helpful. There's other things in the game that'll be called foodies as well. We'll talk about them. And then we have here, this is, I forget what these were called. Yeah, essences. So you can use these to buy stuff in this essence shop as well. And then you have the Guild Vault. The Guild Vault is basically what we talked about earlier when you got those guild rewards. As you saw, I still have 35 available. When you get so many, you can buy a daily thing, a weekly thing, and then these have no limit down here at all. So you can get some various you can get some various resources from the Guild Vault, including PvP tries, your energy for your arena, which we'll get to that. And then, of course, speaking of arena, you have your arena shop, which you can use your arena currency that you get from, battling in PvP to buy stuff in here as well. And there's some nice stuff in here. And you'll notice that this game gives you a lot of different ways to buy stamina, which is what they call bread in this game. As you can see right here, your stamina, it's just a loaf of bread. Very, very cool. And then we go to summons. And we will be doing a few summons, so do not worry. We're going to do a few. So we have the limited summon right now. It's the rate up banner for Abaddon. If you do this 100 times, basically 100 single summons, you will get this character guaranteed. You can also look over here at the character if you want to check out the character stats. You can also go to the index, which will show you that in a little while, where you can actually see what the character's base stats are and skills are at max. So that's also cool. And I like that character design. He's so beastly. And you can see here I've done quite a bit of summons. I got 45 more to go. And we also have the advanced summons, which actually start stacking percentages until you pull a legendary. So the pity system in this is pretty decent. And then you have your normal summons, which this is basically just so you can summon fodder that you can use for promotional material. This is literally what normal summons is for. And not much else. I mean, you do get elite heroes, but honestly, you're going to be using epics and legendaries more than not. So, like I said, normal summons will basically be your, your fodder. Your fodder. So let's go to limited summons real quick, and let's start doing a few here. We got 14 right now available. If it goes gold, it'll be an epic or higher. If it stays blue, obviously it's just going to be your normal elite. I do not believe you can summon a... you cannot summon a common in this. So, it'll always be an elite or higher. In case some of you are wondering what the equivalent of an elite is in comparison to like other gachas, it'd be a rare. An epic would be an SR, and a legendary would be an SSR, if that helps a lot of you kind of visualize what's going on here. I love the summoning animation. The only thing I wish is you could actually skip the summoning animation, because especially when you're doing these one at a time, it definitely takes a while. So I'd like for them to, allow us to do that. So this is going to be at least an epic. We got another Mognar. Goofy looking character. So we're going to keep summoning. I don't know. I guess we could do all 14. Why not? We're just going to make this one big video. Okay, got another elite. And then after we do this, we'll talk about some more things, especially with like gear and character development, promotion, stuff like that. And then we'll go into some quick gameplay and maybe one PvP match. And then we'll get out of here. Hope you guys are enjoying so far. The game looks interesting. Definitely let me know in the comment section below if you want to see me cover this game when it actually does release, or at least goes to a public open beta. But so far, I'm very much enjoying it. It could be the next big gacha. It has all the potential in the world. It has all the little, features here and there that you want to see. It needs to add a little bit more quality of life features, and then I think it'll be right where it needs to be. Yeah, we got a Virgil. I believe that's a dupe for me, a Virgil as well. I don't mind getting epic dupes. The team I'm working on right now, I actually need quite a few epic dupes. Hey, we pulled our first legendary. I'm actually glad that this happened in the video, because this is the first legendary that I've actually legitimately pulled in this game, because the only legendary I currently own is from the selective summons, which does not guarantee you a legendary, but I did get it. The way that the selective works in this game is actually pretty unique, where you get 5 different multi-summons, and then at the end, they let you pick which one of those 5 you want to keep. Instead of doing it the other way, where you can do one multi and you have to choose right there and then. Do I want this, or do I go again and risk getting something worse? In this game, they give you 5 multis, you do all 5, and then you get to pick which one you want of those 5. So it's definitely a different way to do it, and I like it. So we got our first pulled legendary, legitimately pulled legendary. We got Goobag. So we'll have to check him out maybe in another video if you guys would like to see some more. You'll let me know that by hitting that like button. Yep, cheap plug. Alright, let's keep going. That's awesome. I'm so glad I was able to do that in the video. Wow, we're pulling a lot of epics or higher here. Hassel, he's actually new. I did not have him. You guys see there in the bottom left, we're getting a lot of achievement tickers popping up. That's great. That means more free stuff. Wow. Orak, so another new app. We're pulling so many epics in this video. We must be that YouTube luck, man. Alright, so we're going to finally get a cool-off pull. We had the cool-off. We were getting too hot. Alright, last summon, everyone. We pulled fire just now, to be honest. That one legendary pull, that was all we needed. Alright, we got Urzag. So we're just pulling all the epics I didn't own. Alright, nice. So we are 31 pulls away now from getting our boy Abaddon. So if we pull him, I'll then own 3 legendaries on my account. So that's summoning. We already talked about the other things there in the actual lobby. Now if we go up here and do some more of the UI, you have your character profile. It just shows your basic stats. You got your guild that you're in. You got a little message board. You can put something there. You can put perhaps your Discord or maybe your Twitter account if you want people to to follow you or converse with your community and your friends outside of the game. You can do things like that. You got your username, which thankfully they let me use the word analyze. A lot of games don't let me because the word anal is in there because the game's so anal. They don't want to be called anal. I don't know. You got your friend code that you can click right there and it'll copy to your clipboard, which you can send on social media and have them add them to you in the game. There you go. And then you have your Discord, Facebook for them if you want to follow their official Facebook and Discord account. And then you just got your basic account information for binding to Google Play, to Facebook. They got your redemption codes. There's currently 2 codes available. For those of you that are already in the game, you probably already have that code. And then, of course, the language, which is only English right now. So that's that. That's also your EXP bar, and then your character avatar shows your account level right next to it, which of course minus 13. They also have their Discord on the lobby as well, right there on the left side. And this is your 7-day rookie reward that's going on right now when you first start the game. This is what we get for the first 7 logins. The top here, we have the boost. This is boosters that you can pay for, which gives you additional combat EXP or gold from combat. They're cheap little packs if you want them. You don't really need them though, but they're there if you do. You got your gold, you got your diamonds, which you can use to buy, summoning material and buy anything else in the diamond shop, which I showed you guys earlier. And then you got, of course, your stamina. And then over here, we have our backpack, which is separated by consumables, material, gear, your matrix, and your other. So there's all that. And like I said, when I was talking about a lot of stamina, these give you 50 points of stamina each. And I've currently saved up to 35 of them so far. And I'm only on day 2. So you get quite a bit of stamina when you first jump into this game. Hours and hours of gameplay easily in the first week, guys. And then you got your mailbox that, they gave us some free goodies from maintenance and stuff like that throughout the closed beta test, which is nice. And then you got your friends list, stuff like that. And then you got your chat. You can chat with other players within the game. And then this just kind of opens it up, kind of like a central hub. It's got your heroes, your covenants, your journey, summon, market, shop, achievements, index, guild, daily sign-in. This is the daily sign-in, the 28-day login, I believe. Oh, 30-day, my bad. So there you go. What else is in here? We have Arena, Dungeon, and Adventure. Adventure, of course, is just going to be story mode, which is separated in 3 different difficulties. I believe it's normal, hard, and mystic. Or mythic, perhaps. Let me look. Oh, I can't see it, actually. It's either mystic or mythic. If I'm not mistaken. And there's quite a bit of chapters. 21 chapters, it looks like right now, currently. If I missed any, let me see. Nope. 21 chapters. That is a lot of story, guys. I'm currently sitting on chapter 7. I believe I'm almost on chapter 8. I think I'm on 7, 8 right now. So I'll be on 8 pretty much right after this video. So that's pretty much the lobby, guys, and most of the UI. The UI is very clean. It's very nice. It doesn't look dated. It's not completely a disaster. However, when we start talking about the gear, there are a couple things that I do want to mention that I did have a suggestion for changing to make it a little bit cleaner. Just a little quality of life. So let's go down here to our heroes first. So here's our heroes. Legendary heroes, of course, are, signified by being golden colored, whereas your epics will be purple, Your elites will be blue, and then your commons will be like a greenish, yellowish, a bronze maybe. I don't know how you want to call it. And then it just kind of works down from there. You can filter these by level, stars, rarity, new, light, dark, wood, fire, and water. You can do that. Very nice. You can also do a hero search. You can search them if you want to be more specific. You can search for units that have certain debuffs. You can search for units that have certain buffs, hero types, element stats, and hero rarity. So a very good, very well built filter system. Very nice there. And then we go into our character here. Let me just scroll up. So let's go and go to my Valeria. This is the girl that I got from my selective pulls. You can display it like this, or you can display them like this. This is what I call the quick view. This is where you just grab a character real quick and go right into their info. Or you can just go back to single view. You can ascend characters. This is what you'll use dupes for, to get them up to a perfect 6 red stars. To star up a character, you simply are going to promote them with the stars that they need. As you can see here, if I want to get my Valerie up to 6 star, I need 5 stars to feed into her to make a 6 star. And you can do that through character promotion, which we'll show soon. You can even go to the guide here, and it'll give you a recommended set for that character. Falcon set, Divine set, Rebel set. But if you're building a character for specific needs, then you might ignore those sets altogether and make your own set. Completely ignore hero rating, guys. You guys know how hero ratings go. They're terrible, because you don't know if people are rating these characters by how they look, by how they use them personally, especially if it's a different way than you're using them. Some people could be using these characters incorrectly or correctly, but you don't know, because you don't know what the actual reasoning is between, by these people's ratings. You don't know why they're rating them that. So, it's best just to completely ignore them and give them your own rating, or wait for people that are actually doing proper testing to let you know what they feel, and then you can go from there with your own opinion. So over here, we have more. You can check out all the character stats. You got your attack, health, defense, speed, crit rate, crit damage, focus, resistance, agility, and precision. And then it tells you what each stat is for. Judging by the way this is built and the way I've played these turn-based games like this in the past, it looks to me like speed and crit rate, damage, and attack are going to be huge. And then the counter to that would probably be like a tank type build, where you'll have a lot of health, defense, and resistance. Which means then we're going to have to bump up focus, because that's basically effectiveness and resistance. So if you want to try and get those big debuffs off, you don't want to be resisted by a whole tank team. So it's going to be real interesting. It's going to basically be a speed DPS meta versus a tank resistance meta, which is kind of how these go. But that's fine, because there's a lot of characters that can be built for either or of those teams. So it's going to be a lot of fun, I think. And the character designs are really nice. And then you can look down here. You can see the character's trait. You can see their basic, their passive, the special, the ultimate, all that good stuff and more. And then over here, you can swap around, play with their gear. Gear has different, I guess you could call them, well, they're different gear classes, but they make basically a set. They're gear sets. There we go. So right now on my hero, I'm running a warrior set, which requires 4 pieces to get a 30% plus attack. And then I'm running a raider set that only requires 2 pieces to get plus 15 speed. So you could theoretically run like 3 sets of raider, because you have 6 pieces of gear and it's only a 2-piece set. So you could run 3 of those. If it's a 4-piece set, you can only run 1, obviously. So you can kind of play around with that. Or you can run 3 different sets that only require 2. So whatever way you want to build your gear. And then obviously your gear is going to have substats as well. You get your first substats on... you get your first increase on a substat at +3, +6, etc., etc. Kind of basically just like if you've ever played Epic 7, you're going to be very familiar with this. So honestly, my gear isn't got the best substats for my particular character, but I haven't gotten to the end game yet where you actually going to start farming gear. So we haven't gotten to that point. So we're basically just using the gear that I've gotten from story so far, which has been doing me just fine. So it's all good. So that's gear, guys. That's stats, stuff like that, all that good stuff. The only thing I like about Gear is that I wish Gear had a better UI in terms of having everything kind of in one place, so I'm not jumping in and out of panels. I never really like that. I like to be able to just, boom, right there, fix, work on my gear right from that panel. I think I got a bit spoiled from Grand Cross when I was able to do that, so hopefully they can implement something similar to that in this game. I'm just throwing a lot of references out there, guys. And this is the actual glyph. Every time you fill up the glyph, it goes to the next grade, and then you got to fill it up again until you eventually max it out. And these glyphs are farmable materials that you're going to have to farm. It tells you where to farm them as well in story, which is really cool. And they each give you individual stat boost to your actual character. So you're just going to keep working your way through the glyph, completely max it out to give your character additional stats. And then we have here the ability. This is basically where you're going to be leveling up your abilities. Now, what's very cool about the abilities is the abilities get leveled up randomly between the 3 abilities that you have. So when I get those resources and then I click upgrade ability, it'll have a little thing that'll just go through all 3 of them randomly, kind of like a gacha, and then it'll just pick a random one and upgrade it until eventually that particular ability is maxed, and then it'll go to the other ones until you have them all maxed. So it's really interesting because sometimes you need a little bit of lady luck on your side for even your ability upgrades, which adds another level of, I guess you could say, strategy to your game, because who knows if you're trying to build up a character for a specific ability, who knows how long you might have to take to get that ability up to where you want it to be. So it's interesting. It is definitely interesting, to say the least. And then it just has the character bio where you can just talk about the character and review them. And then you can also go through here and go through all your different characters. And I love the little jump in animation. Very, very cool. You can also lock and unlock your character, which is right next to their name. Tells you also, if you go up here, you can click that. It'll tell you what faction they belong to. So it's nice. It's nice. So that's the character panel. As I said, let me actually show you one more thing before we get out of here, I don't want to forget. So if we go here, let me go to a lower character. Let me go to like just a random. Yeah, let me grab this Marion. Okay. If we want to upgrade Marion, let's just say we want to upgrade her to like level. It'll go up to level 20, and then I'll click promote. And then when you promote, it'll ask you to feed in the other units, like this Foddy, for example. I'm sorry, Foodie. If I click that, see here. If I want to make this a 4-star Foodie, I'd have to feed in 3 stars. So I'd go boom, boom, boom. And then I could promote, and then it'd become a 4-star, and then I could take it to level 40, and then, go from there all the way up to 60. The Foodies are the best promotion material in the game because they use 20% less EXP to fill up. And EXP in this game it's very interesting. If you run a full team of maxed out heroes, it doesn't matter because they give you the additional EXP that you would have gotten. They just give it to you. So if your characters are actually already maxed out, don't think you're not getting EXP for your characters, because you still are. So it's very cool. So you don't have to go in there and run one strong unit with 3 weak level 1s trying to farm them up like you did in Epic 7 at the beginning for the first couple years. So I'm glad that they did think about that, because that would have been pain in the butt for promotion. So thank you for that. Now, one thing I will say about promotion though, I would like it to be a little bit more automated, because you have to go through and individually promote every single character and level up every single character and then feed them in, so you're jumping in and out of panels. So again, just a little bit more quality of life there would be great and very well appreciated. So that's that. Index, it's just, you're going to go in here, and if you grab a new character, or if you grab a full class, or a full little faction, if you will, you get rewards for it. And you can also click the characters from the index, and it'll also show you them at max stats. Now, this is not including gear or anything like that, so keep that in mind. But if you want to look at what a character can do at base, maxed out, you can go into the index and take a look. So it's very nice to have that. Achievements, I'm not even going to go there. You guys that's self-explanatory. It's just achievements. So we have Arena, Dungeon, and Adventures. Right now in Dungeon, there is Endless Trial, Arcane Dominator, No Man's Land, Bounty Hunt, and Tower of the Void. Tower of the Void is huge. Look at that. 100 challenges on normal. Then you go into harder than Mythic. Crazy. And it is Mythic, by the way, for the final difficulty of story as well. What I like about this mode is, let me just show you guys what it looks like real quick. I'm just going to jump in here real fast. Check this out. It reminds me of Minion Masters, which by the way will be coming to mobile very, very soon. But you literally click on these different grids, you attack that enemy, you beat the enemy, and then you move to the next location. I'll just show you one real quick. Dark Encounter. It shows you what we're going to fight. It shows you what the rewards will be. And then we challenge it. And this is my current team right now. I don't know why my 4th hero isn't in there. So we have Winstrex, Thomas, Kane, and Valeria. Now, Thomas isn't really my unit. This was a unit that I picked up through this mode to use for this mode. Because you can actually pick up buffs on the map, and you can pick up other units that you can use in case any of yours goes down. I just remembered that I lost one of my units earlier, and that's why. I don't know if it shows them listed on here anywhere. Oh, yeah. No, that's not him. I don't know if it shows you or not. Maybe it doesn't show you when they're already dead. But anyways, you get the idea. So we're going to go ahead and click start. Alright, so here we go. We're just going to go ahead and click auto, let this go on autopilot here. Look at these animations. Very, very awesome. And this is going to be another complaint that some people have had. Well, actually, quite a few have had. You cannot skip animations right now at this time. I don't know if they're going to change that. Hopefully they do, because when you got to farm a lot in a very grind-heavy game, you don't want to see those animations constantly. As beautiful as they look, they're just not something that you want to see over and over and over and over again, repeated days in and days out. So hopefully they do fix that as well going forward. But not too bad. So you can see we won. The rewards, you got your report here. You can see how much damage you've dealt, damage taken, healing, all that good stuff and more. So let's just go ahead and click continue. And boom. So we took that spot, and we can grab the purse here, get some gold. Very nice. And then we could fight any of these 4 enemies if we'd like to go, to those areas. And you just want to keep working your way through. You want to work your way to these check marks. You can get some free rewards from that as well. And then you have these shrines. There's so much stuff to do in this game. This game does not lack content. And again, we're just in closed beta. This is just closed beta, and it has so much content. I love it. So that's that. Like I said, that's just one of the things you can do in dungeon. You get 5 daily bounty hunts a day. And then when you've gotten to the point where you can't do another bounty hunt, you can just go back and just waste your trials on blitzing real quick just to pick up some gold. But yeah, you can see all the various rewards you get from here as well. The Tower of Void is literally a tower. You guys have probably seen those in several games. But it's a big tower. It's very good. No Man's Land to farm up your elemental crystals, and then Arcane Dominator so you can farm up your armor and accessories. And when I look in these panels, it reminds me a little bit of Elune. If you guys remember when I played Elune back in the day on this channel, these remind me greatly of Elune, and I love that boss design. That thing looks beastly. Gemini Dragon. My goodness. I want a character that can use that. Like, he's like sitting on top of it like it's a mount. That would be beastly, man. So yeah, you can see all the different stages available. I believe there's 11 stages right now per. So this is kind of like the hunt stages in Epic 7 as well, and the boss stages in Elune. That's kind of what those remind me of. Very, very cool. So that's Dungeon, guys. Lots of good stuff in there. And I think that just leaves us with quickly talking about Arena and Adventure. So let me go to Arena real quick and do a PvP match. Show you guys some of the rankings and stuff like that. Now, there is offense and defense. So you can set up a defensive team. You got your offensive team, obviously. It shows you your rankings. You can see here, tier rewards, ranking rewards, and season rankings. And it tells you how many days are left in the season, which is currently 10 days and 9 hours. And then you have your battle history. I actually suffered my first loss because I messed up. I don't know if I can beat that guy. I'm going to try to beat him again. But yeah, I was on a nice win streak until I fought that guy. I did not realize this character right here, the one that says level 35, that's 4-star legendary, she can actually revive your team from death. I didn't know that, and it screwed me. So I'm definitely going to have to try and take her out this time. And then, of course, it just takes you right to the market. And then this, of course, is your points for your ranking. If you beat all 5 people on your refresh, you get bonus points for it. If you choose not to beat all 5 and like you just want to click refresh and find somebody else, then of course you're going to break your bonus. You got your player bounty, you got your training. You can train So you can just have fun doing that. It's very similar to Epic 7's PvP as well in that regard with the whole training and player battle. But let's go ahead and fight this guy. See if we can beat him this time. So let's see what we got. We got everything I need. You also get to choose from spells. You unlock more spells the further you get in the game as well. Right now, these are the spells I have available. These are the ones that I'm using currently. Now, stun does not always work because when you fight a lot of the bosses in the game, they cannot be CC'd. You cannot crowd control them, so stun is useless. So, you know, sometimes you're going to probably want to swap that out if you're using stun for those particular stages. So this is my team currently right now. I have no fire units or light or dark at the moment, unfortunately. But this is just kind of the team that I built for what I had going forward on day one that worked very well with each other. My Borden is definitely by far my least favorite in this team and the least built. Like, he barely has any good gear at all, whereas the other three are definitely far more along and stuff like that. And I even have a dupe in Kane. I actually pulled a dupe at Kane. I'd love to pull a dupe of Windstrex because the way she's designed, she works perfectly with my Valeria, but whatever. So let's get into it. And then we'll do quickly one adventure map, and then we'll get out of here. I think that'll be the first impression, guys. I want more in depth in this first impression for the simple fact that I've played it for 2 days already, and the fact that I feel like there's big things that could be done with this game. This game has serious potential, so I do apologize if this first impression is way longer than you're used to, but I wanted to make sure that I broke down everything that I possibly could based on the information, research, and gameplay that I've already done. So we have 2x speed on if we'd like, and then we have our auto, obviously. So right now, our Valeria is going to be going first because I got more speed on her. I have her built that way on purpose because I want her to use her AoE, and then I want to use my Windstrex over here because she actually has an ability on her skill too that allows me to refresh my ultimate cooldown timer. So I can use my Valeria again, and we need to take out this girl right here. We need to take out the myth because, wow. So we're going to go ahead and pop this. We got defense down now with our spell for 1 turn. And then we're going to go ahead and pop our ultimate. Look at that animation. Ah, you love to see it. You love to see it. Good stuff. So unfortunately, since we have type disadvantage with that myth, she was able to deflect quite a bit of damage, and when you deflect damage, you actually receive half damage. So that wasn't very good for us, and we have to take her out as soon as possible because she is going to cause some fits for us. So we're going to go ahead and over here to our ult, pop it on her. I love this guy. His design is everything. It's just, I love him. His skill set's great. His design's great. I don't know. Everything is just perfect with him. So we're going to go ahead and avoid dealing with her now. So we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to pop our skill 2, and we're going to refresh our Valeria's ultimate so we can pop it again next turn. And since we already know we're going to go faster than her and we don't have those speed debuffs on us, we should be ready to go. Or actually, wait, we do got a speed debuff on us, don't we? No, we don't. We got an attack down, though, 15%. At the beginning of the round, deal damage according to the caster's attack. Eh, boy. Oh, boy. Do we want to go with the defense down, attack down, or accuracy down to get stealth, or do you just want to do straight damage? I think we just want to do straight damage, to be honest. Yeah, let's just do straight damage. Alright. So we're going to get hit now with the ult. This ain't good. This is going to do a lot of damage. Oh, man. That was rough. That was rough. So, we still have to take her out because she'll just bring everybody back, and that's not going to be good for us at all. Alright, let's pop this. Alright, we're doing great. Thank goodness that's single target. Thank goodness that is single target. Alright, let's pop this now. Hey, do this. Boom. Easy. There we go. So that is PvP, guys and gals out there. We got our fight down. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I actually made a little bit of a miscalculation, and for some reason my Valeria's ult was not refreshed, and somehow she got pushed to going second in that rotation when I outsped the opponents. I didn't have a speed down, so maybe I miscalculated something there. I'm not sure what happened. Let me just double check for you guys. Unless I'm tripping. Let me see. Immediately resets the cooldown on old. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I've never had that happen before. That was the first time. I don't know if I got hit with a debuff that I wasn't paying attention to. It might have been a debuff, to be honest. I just didn't notice. But anyways, regardless, we won that fight. Let's go into adventure. I'm gonna do. I'll do one adventure. Actually, I can't beat that stage quite yet. I needed to upgrade my gear a little bit. We'll go to hard mode. On which one do we want to do? We'll go to chapter 3, and then we'll go to hard mode. I can't remember how far I got. Oh, we're on 2. Oh boy. So let's go to 2 then. All right, let's go to 2 hard mode. Okay. Better rewards, but harder to beat enemies, obviously. Let's see if we can finally beat the stage 2 boss. It's been a while since I did this. Actually, it's been like 1 day. So we might be able to beat this now, to be honest. Let's see if we can do it on auto. But after this, guys, we're going to get out of here. I think I've given you everything you need to know with the first impression. It's been a very long video. I just hope you guys are enjoying this game as much as I am enjoying this, because I'm having a lot of fun. I'm actually having more fun than I thought I was going in. And like I said, all the game references I've given you throughout this video is only a good thing. That means they're doing a lot of good things that other games have done well in the past, and they're kind of bringing it all together into one complete package. And I'm happy with that. This could be, like I said, the next big gacha, especially out west, because it's going to appeal more to Western audiences because of the way they designed it. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a slight at all. That's a good thing. And I still don't know if I can beat this stage yet. That boss actually hit me pretty hard. Maybe if I manually I could beat it. But I just don't have the patience to manual this right now. I want to try and wrap this up because we're already... Oh, yeah, we're quite a bit of ways in on this video. So we got the boss down to 65%. Now he's down to 57%. Valerie is going to be doing all the damage, obviously, even though she does have the type disadvantage right now. But if you guys want to see more videos of the closed beta test, let me know by smashing that like button. I'll be glad to try and make some more videos. Maybe even make some closed beta test guides. That'll be useful for when the game does drop. Or just, you know, general based content. Like, let's go over some characters. What's my favorite characters? Maybe a character tier list based on designs, based on skill sets. Showcase different various bosses as I progress further in a closed beta test. If you guys want to see all that and more, it'll definitely tell me a lot by hitting that like button for sure. So we actually beat it. So there we go. So we beat chapter 2 on hard mode. So that opens us up to chapter 3 on hard mode, and I'm currently almost on chapter 8 on normal mode. So that's kind of where we are game-wise. So there you guys go. What do you guys think about Awaken Chaos Era? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll be glad to read as many as I possibly can and reply to as many as I can as well. Go ahead and follow me at Twitter at AnalyzeGames. Subscribe, check notifications, join us in the Discord. In the description below, also have the Discord, the official Discord for this game in the description as well. If you'd like to go follow them and, you know, chat it up until the game, you know, drops as an open beta, soft launch, pre-registration, or global release. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, as always, whew, peace.